Hi, today we're going to talk about the spine and spine mobility and why spine mobility is important for your parkour training. So what is the spine? The spine is not a joint, it's not a bone, it's not a ligament, it's not a muscle. It's a bony structure made out of 24 vertebrae. You have 7 at the top, 12 in the middle and 5 at the bottom. And you can remember that by thinking, I got up at 7 for breakfast, had lunch at 12 and supper at 5. And between each vertebra you have a disc, which is like a cushion. It acts like a shock absorber, and without it you have bone grating on bone, which is not a good look. And your spine is like the coat hanger where you hang your body from, and its movement and mobility is vital for your movement. It pretty much dictates how free and mobile you're going to be. So how does spine mobility relate to parkour? Well, think of your spine as pearls in a string. They need to be able to move independently from each other. Taking drops, for example, absorbing the shock of the landing needs to be able to travel through a mobile spine. In very broad terms, if you have stiff lower back, then you can get problems with your legs, going down the legs and also in your lower back. And a stiff upper spine can cause problems and impingements in your shoulders. And I'm going to show you one of my favorite exercises in order to keep the spine mobile. It looks like an old school Jane Fonda exercise. You're going to basically lie down on the ground like this, feet hip width apart. That is very important, not too wide and not too close. Imagine you've got a pillow there, because I don't want you to just use the outside of the legs. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift your bottom up, all the way up. Make sure that you don't arch your back. Don't go up here. And don't go too low. You want to have a line from the knee to the hip to the shoulder. Now, when you come back down, you're going to think bone by bone. Imagine that you are lying on a white sheet. I've painted your vertebrae with black ink, and as you come back down, you're going to create a dot for each vertebrae with each, and all of them have the same density of ink all the way down. So you go down, bone by bone. Think each vertebra, you've got 7 at the top, 12 in the middle, 5 at the bottom, and it's not done until you've landed. And then you go up again, do 10 times. Now, for some of you, you're going to have problems going through bone by bone. If you place your legs higher than your hips, you can get more force in coming back down bone by bone. So what you would do is you will place your feet up here, lie back down, and again, coming up, and you go back down bone by bone, and use your abdominals to press through the spine as you go back down, bone by bone, all the way down. And I would do 10 of those each day in order to get the mobility that the vertebrae need. Then you have the 3 ways that your spine wants to be able to move is forward, backwards, and from either side. So the side ones that I'd like you to do is you bring one leg across the other, opposite arm on the outside. When you turn, in fact I'm going to do it the other way around so you can see me. When you turn, I want you to think about those units that I was talking about earlier. 5 at the bottom, 12 in the middle, 7 at the top. So as I turn, I think of the bottom 5 first. I've got the first bottom 5, then I'm going to go to the 12 in the middle, and then lastly I'm going to bring my head around. That's my last 7. So you go through the units. Looking from the other side, opposite arm goes across the leg, and you turn. Bottom 5, middle 12, last 7, and back. Now for the exercise that makes you flex backwards, you are going to need an extra prop, which is the trusted foam roller, and this is a piece of device that I would recommend for anyone to get. So you're going to place the foam roller behind you, or for some of you, you might need actually a pillow or your rucksack or a jacket at the back. And I'll tell you why in a second. You're going to lean back over the foam roller. You're going to start, the foam roller wants to be across your spine, roughly where your bra strap is, and if you don't use a bra, I'm pretty sure you know where that is anyway. You know, cup your hands behind your head like this. You're going to go up and over the foam roller, and the movement going up and over is important. Your head's going to go back, but don't think about the head. Think of this as an extension of your spine going over something. So you go from here, up and over, don't let go of your head until your head can rest on the floor. Back there. When your head is on the floor, you're going to extend your arms out and stay there. And you can move the foam roller a bit further down or a bit further up to create a bigger stretch. Then you're going to place the hands behind the head, and then you're going to lift the head up again and pull the head into the chest. What is really important is that you don't let go of the head until the head is on the floor, because if your head is hanging in free fall, it can be very damaging for your neck. I'm going to show you once more. So you're going to go up and over from here, all the way back. And when the head is on the floor, you can let go, stretch your arms out, hold for up to 30, 40 seconds, even longer if you feel like you need it. Place the hands behind the head and lift the head back up again. And push the chin into the chest. And those are the 3 best spine mobility exercises for parkour that I can give you. So be strong to be useful and stretch to be free.